Hello class, the last time we were together, we were talking about an African American artist named Horace Pippin. He was an awesome guy, he had a long life, and he started making art towards the end of his life. We read about him in this book called A Splash of Red, The Life and Art of Horace Pippin. In this book, he was injured while he was a soldier, but then later on in life, he figured out a way he could hold his right hand with his left hand to continue his artwork. He always had a splash of red someplace in his art. One thing that he made were these living rooms, these rooms where we could see repetition, we could see lines, shapes, and colors. He usually had a plain wall and ground, and then some furniture and other things in the room. We can see a splash of red in this. Here's another room by Horace Pippin. You might be wondering, who lives here? Who sits in those chairs? Who gathered those flowers? This looks like a room you could walk right into. The longer you look, the more you notice, like the pictures on the walls or the cabinet of books, the things that are on the cabinet, and all of the lacy doilies around the room. Repetition is when something shows up many times in a picture. You're going to use colors, lines, repetition to design your own living room. And your living room is going to have a piece of furniture that represents everyone in your family. In this one, the green chair represents me, the mom. The orange chair represents the dad, my husband. And the table with the fresh green flowers represents my daughter. We have a small family, but I love this picture. I used repetition and color and line. So your job is to also use line, shape, and color and repetition to draw a living room scene that represents your family. You might think about how furniture will be drawn for your picture. When we see furniture from straight on, we can see the front and we can see the back, but we can't see so much where people are sitting. That part's not as visible. We can see the fronts of arms and also the legs of things. Here's a comfy chair, a side table, a lamp, a window. Those are things you might have in your art. And again, we see the front, the back, and the fronts of the arms. You might have a pillow on a sofa. You might have some other furniture that's in your actual house. But I want everything to be a member of your family. The colors you use will tell us a lot about the kind of family you have. So in this video, I'm showing you how I draw the seating part, the front of a chair that's facing out, how I draw the arms that are facing me on a chair that I can see from the front, and how I draw the back of the chair. Then I add a little detail on the bottom, and I added some repeated little sewn buttons because I liked that style of cushy chair, and it makes me think about my mom.